Howdy, y'all. I'm Mr. Holga.
And I'm Todd Puckett.
And this is Don's Used Photo Equipment. Right here in front of, say it with us, the Great Wall of Film.
That's right. And it's gotten even better since last time, I think.
Even better. So speaking of which, though, Scotty, I'm talking to you, Scotty. Scotty, he referenced the Great Wall of Film recently.
Did he?
With a lowercase t for the. No, it's uppercase T. It's the Great Wall of Film. So there's no lowercase t about this, right?
No.
Because we've been discussing other Great Walls. As a matter of fact, we saw a little video like about a couple of weeks ago that said it was an unbelievable collection of film, but if you looked at it, it was just a little bit of this and a little bit of that. It's like, no, it wasn't the Great Wall of Film.
It wasn't the
It was a Great Wall of Film.
It was a wall of film. It wasn't even great.
It was a wall of film.
Oh, I've been looking at things all over the world, and it's hilarious.
Hilarious.
It's like they have like one shelf full of stuff, but it's only one roll of film deep.
Yeah.
It's not like 200 rolls of something.
Yeah.
It's just like 10 rolls. And it's like, okay.
That's not very much.
That's not a wall.
That's not very much. All right, so guys, if you're still with us, first of all, thank you.
Yeah,
thank you. You're still with us. We are going to be discussing the Great Solar Eclipse of 2024. Mm-hmm. We're also going to talk about the new store. The new store. Underline new. Stick around for that.
Stick around for that.
And we're going to talk about...
don't fast forward.
No, we're going to talk about some new stuff.
Yes.
If I can remember, we're going to talk about Princess Kate.
Well,
if I can remember.
If you can remember.
And then we're going to end up with some very lovely viewer mail.
Yeah, I
love
the ones that are the insults. I love those.
We get those every now and then.
They're fun.
It happens every now and then.
Hit us with your best shot.
All right, so guys, the Great Solar Eclipse is coming up. Now, I'm not sure. I did not look at the calendar.
This is even bigger than our wall of film. This is
the Great Solar Eclipse.
The Great Solar Eclipse.
It's the Great Solar Eclipse. The Great Solar Eclipse is Monday, April 8th.
Yes.
Now, I did not look at the calendar to find out if we're going to have another video between now and then. I'm not quite sure.
Probably not.
I'll double check. But Monday, April 8th, the Great Solar Eclipse. Now, it's so great. It's going from Mexico all the way through the United States up to Maine. It's just like burning a shadowy path right across the entire, not the entire country, but
it's darkening a
very nice diagonal. So it's actually starting in Mexico and it's going up to Maine. Mm-hmm. So, because obviously the moon and the sun are out of sync, and as that shadow is being created, the sun's going that way, and the moon is not quite catching up. So it's burning it's going to be something.
It is. It takes place quite a bit, but it only takes place in Dallas once every 20, 30, 40, 50 years.
I think I'm going to have this date wrong, because I think they said the next big solar eclipse like this is
in Dallas?
No, not necessarily in Dallas, but somewhere in the world is going to be like for like 44 or something like that. It's going to be many, many years from now. So they're saying this is a really super big deal because this is a lot of land that's going to get a lot of eclipse all at once, and something this big is not going to happen for
when
a
it's
very
out
long
in the middle
time.
of the ocean. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah, nobody cares. Nobody cares. Nobody cares at all. So, first and foremost, we'd like everybody to be safe.
Yes.
And I've heard it over and over again. As a matter of fact, my lovely Mrs. Holga, she goes, I've been talking to her about the Great Solar Eclipse, and she goes, where are you getting all this from? I said, it's all over the news. She goes, I haven't seen it once. And of course, we were watching the news last night. Eclipse story. So not only should you not look at the sun with your bare eyes.
Don't do it.
No.
Don't do it.
You should also not point your camera at the solar eclipse without a filter either.
Yeah.
And 3, and this one I love the most, you should probably stock up on food if you're in the eclipse zone.
Yes.
Because for some strange reason, they think visitors are going to flock to the area and there's going to be a shortage of food.
Oh my gosh, yes. I've already talked to my mom about that.
A shortage of food.
Well, there's
canned beans, people, canned beans.
There you go. Black eyed peas, man.
For good luck. Black eyed peas. You need to stock up while the getting is good.
And they're expecting, it's like they're expecting for that little town to like triple and
Yeah,
double or
they are,
triple.
which is amazing.
Yeah, for that
down where
time.
I live on the ranch, they're expecting more people.
You should rent out your space.
An RV, turn it into an
RV
RV park. Yeah,
Everybody sit up on top of their RV and
and watch. Look,
watch.
guys,
Yeah.
it's dark.
I
It
like
only does that once every 24 hours
yeah,
because the Earth gets in the way.
that's right.
Yeah, so I'm planning on shooting. I'm planning on shooting the eclipse, and I think I'm prepared. But you know who else is also prepared?
Boy
Other
Scouts?
places like the Dallas Zoo. The Boy Scouts are always prepared.
That's right.
The Dallas Zoo is actually doing a special little
yeah,
go to the
okay.
zoo. They're going to have zookeepers talking about how the animals are going to react. It's like, well, why do you have to talk about it? We can just watch them.
Yeah.
Let's see what the elephants think of a little shade.
Yeah.
So first and foremost,
But also, it's a little difficult to see there because there's a lot of trees.
well, that's true. So actually, I'm glad you brought that up because my biggest fear is it's going to be cloudy that day. Wouldn't that be awful?
They're expecting Dallas to have over 1 million people in here.
People coming to
Why
town,
do you come to Dallas when you can go
and
like
it's going to be cloudy.
Yeah. Now, I understand coming here, but go outside of Dallas to look at it.
So I have preemptively bought me some solar glasses, okay? And it came with this, of course, very lovely solar filter for my camera, for my iPhone, so that I can take solar pictures of that.
Solar eclipse glasses.
Right.
Oh my gosh.
So that's just for my little bitty digital camera. And however, I got here. These are for you. These are for me. And these are official solar glasses. Oh, they look so stylish. And you know what? I cannot see anything. It is dark black. Can you see anything?
Not a thing.
I see nothing. I think, Todd, you look so much prettier now. It's just,
Gosh.
I mean, it is pure, it is
Shucky darns.
pitch black in these things.
It is indeed. It is indeed.
Amazing. I mean, these
Well,
things
thank you.
are
I
so,
appreciate
so,
these. I
so
want to
super.
keep these for a very special day.
Now, if you're here locally in Dallas, I know that the Perot Museum is giving these away to a lot of schools. You probably can buy them locally. I would not be surprised if the local Walmart has them, honestly. So you need to get these. I would get them early because they're going to sell out. You're not going to be able to Amazon these in one day. They're just going to be gone. So you might want to grab yourself some solar glasses. Like I said, that's for my camera. However, I did buy myself a filter for my camera. Let me pop this lovely baby open.
We're waiting.
Well, don't be waiting on me. No, yeah, we're waiting. Well, you can't.
I'll entertain.
Please do.
So yeah, I already told my mom. I said, Mom, we need to stock up on food about 4 days prior, and so we're going to have our plans made out way in advance.
Okay.
Now this is the. Ooh. Wow.
I got This is a 92 millimeter filter.
Yeah.
It is obviously it's an ND filter.
An ND 100,000.
100,000. I feel like Dr. Evil. 100,000.
Yeah.
$1 million.
Wow.
And I already took a picture of this. I know, it's a great sound. So I've already ordered mine in advance. I already have it. Yeah. I got me a big filter because
there you go. I'll let you play with this.
Because it's going on this.
Yeah, it'll fit.
It's going on this. I'm going to be shooting the Eclipse with film. I'm probably going to switch between bodies here. So I'm going to have both my f6 and my f100 body loaded with 2 different films. I'm going to hedge my bets a little bit. I might load 200 in one and 400 in the other, or maybe something slower. I don't really know. But obviously, I'm going to have the same. I'm going to use the same lens. It's going to be on a tripod. I've got my 200 to 500 lens plus a 1.7 teleconverter. Don't be judging. Don't be judging.
I'm not. I'm just cleaning.
Now the question is, do I get myself another 2x teleconverter to get even closer? Or is this close enough? So I am shooting the Eclipse on film. And hopefully, maybe by the next subsequent video, I will have pictures.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Now, I've already shot some digital pics of the sun with my camera, and I'll show that to you guys. It looks like, and I showed it to people. I showed it to Mrs. Holga, and she goes, "Okay, it's the moon." I was like, "No, not the moon. It's the sun. It's the sun." And she goes, "Wow," because I actually got it with some clouds just around it. I mean, it looks like it's pitch black dark out there, except for this really big white dot in the middle of it.
That's how they used to shoot. If you ever watch the old westerns, and they're having a night scene.
Yeah.
Well, it's just a day, and they put a filter over it and act like it's night.
Right.
A day for night shot.
So
and that's what this is.
So,
day for night.
So guys, do be super safe. So you really need a filter for your camera. If you're shooting with a digital camera, you can burn your sensor just taking a picture of the sun. Now, from what I understand is you only need the filter on the camera while the moon is moving in front of the sun. But as soon as it is at the max, where it's just a ring of fire around,
you can shoot without.
At that point, you can take off the filter to get yourself a nice shot. But then you're going to quickly have to be putting it back on because it only lasts for a few minutes.
Yeah.
And then it's back to phasing out of the total eclipse.
It's probably not even a full minute.
Yeah. Well, there's a sweet spot, and I think if I was looking at the times here.
Yep. And at the sweet spot is that you're going to just all you're going to do in the crowd is here click.
Well, I've already planned to be kind of off-ish that day, or at least I'm going to be home, and I'm planning on not working. So the eclipse is going to start around 12:23 Central Dallas time. It's going to be at the max at 1:42 Central time. This is PM, by the way, not obviously in the middle of the night. And it's going to be ended about 3:02 in the afternoon.
So
that's just Dallas. Obviously, the time is ranging all across the United States. So there is a very lovely site. I believe it's by NASA. Go check it out because they have a timetable as to when it's going to hit major areas.
Wow.
Because I'm down in Waxahachie, so my time is going to be like slightly earlier than this.
Yeah.
Not very, maybe by a minute. Not much.
Not much.
The moon moves slowly.
Yes. It's moving really quick, but everything else is too, so it's slow.
So what kind of film would you recommend for something like this?
Shoot, try the Harmon, because it's going to be funky.
Experimental film, yes.
Especially whenever it has that ring of fire around it.
The ring of fire.
That would be the fun part.
I definitely think both cameras are going to have a color film.
Well,
I have just not settled on which color film yet.
You got maybe 400D, maybe Fuji. You can even get the retro chrome 400. Yeah, that would be. I just keep kicking that thing.
He's kicked the bucket yet again.
3 times. Oh, and you could not slide, maybe slide, but
now is a great time to experiment. It's only a once in a lifetime thing, Todd.
No, well, I remember seeing it once before.
Well, I have seen Halley's Comet, but that's going to be a while.
Yeah, we won't see that again.
I could be dangerously close. If Mrs. Holga doesn't kill me first, I might actually see it twice.
Yeah.
So guys, that is the Great Solar Eclipse. Mark your calendars, Monday, April 8th, roughly from noon to 3, but the high point for us here in Dallas is about 1:42 Central Daylight Time. Daylight Savings Time.
Now, I will have plenty of film for you to buy. I won't have any of the glasses or anything like that.
You do not have a 95 millimeter 100,000 ND lens.
No, I don't.
You do not. If you want one, I recommend you jumping on Amazon right now and ordering,
because
mine got here pretty quick.
Yeah. Grab it now. And I have been spending all of my spare time doing other things at this moment, which we'll talk about later.
Spare time?
Yeah, spare time. It's a misnomer.
Well, guys, let us know in the comments below if you will be shooting the Great Solar Eclipse 2024. We'd like to hear about it, and actually, we'd love to see your photos later too as well. So please let us know.
Yeah.
So enough with that.
Okay.
Let's talk about the new store. The new store. Hey, wait. So first of all, I heard a rumor.
Really?
That you were closing
going out of business.
Going out of business. I heard a rumor. Don't ask me where I heard it, but that's what I heard.
Okay, I had to shake my head like this. Go. Okay. First of all, if I were going out of business,
Yeah.
I would be going here. Everything must go.
Fire sale, fire sale.
Am I doing that?
No. He's not even breaking a sweat.
Well, I am, but off camera. Moving and packing. It's a lot going on in that regard. So I wanted to let everyone know that spreading those stupid rumors that it's stupid. It's stupid.
Well, yeah.
It's stupid. And to stop, because it's just not true.
It's not true. It is not true. He does not look like a person going out of business.
Man, well, if anybody just looked at any of the social medias, they would have seen what? HP5 24 exposure rolls.
Yes. 24 exposure rolls.
24 exposure rolls, and we go.
Well, so much for the new stuff we were going to talk about.
Well,
but that's okay.
I'm just saying, if I've got that stuff coming up, there's a reason that it's coming in, and it's not because. Well, you know what? I will tell you one thing.
I tell you what.
I'll tell you what. Years ago, back in the dawning of the digital age.
Okay.
And just right as the camera phone came out.
Okay.
There was
Nokia or what?
I don't BlackBerry. I don't know.
Okay. Crackberry.
Crackberry. I will say this. There was a camera store that went and bought tens of thousands of dollars of a product.
Okay.
Got it in the store.
Yeah.
Had a massive sell.
Yeah.
And screwed every one of the the providers, the wholesalers.
Oh, I see.
Ripped them completely.
Filed bankruptcy the next day or something like that, or just went out of business completely?
Well, the camera store went out of business very quickly. And there were so many people that kind of did that they went, the wholesaler went out of business.
Oh, that's not nice.
People.
Not nice.
People. I'm not doing that.
No.
If I were doing that, it would be really stupid for me to buy these things with my credit card number.
That is awfully powerful. But let's talk about the new place. Let's talk about the new place.
The new place, it's up the street, being north from here. It's up the street a few miles, and I will be out of here by April 30th, and I will be
come hell or high water, guys.
I will be out of here by April 30th, and hopefully opened up May 1st.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Or sooner, depending on how the calendar rolls. I mean,
it just depends on what happens. Now, in the past, I had these wonderful, great plans. I mean, it was just like, oh my goodness.
Plans?
This is like, whoo, I've got this thing figured out.
Okay.
And then it just became a little bit more difficult to find something that worked. I found several places that I could have gone into just like that.
Right.
One with 3 parking spots.
Oh, yeah. It was closer to where this is, which would have been very convenient for a lot of people. But 3 parking spots is really hard to live with.
No.
Especially since one of them he would be sitting in.
Yes, continuously.
All the time.
But it did have a full kitchen and a shower, 1.5 baths and 2 bedrooms in the space.
Yeah.
And the actual space that I would have to put everything would have been kind of very small.
Yeah.
But so I kept running across places like that. Found one place that I really loved a few streets away from that other one.
Yeah.
And loved it. Oh, actually, it was just down the street from it.
Yeah.
And I was so wanting that one. But evidently, I wasn't their cup of tea.
Oh.
That happens.
I hate it when that happens.
But it did have like...
They don't know Todd like I know Todd.
Which is probably why they didn't.
Probably.
They probably did know. And that's why. But that place had, I think, 6 parking spots, which is still not that many, but it was workable. It could have still been workable. And then finally, after a long time, I did find a space that had a lot of parking space and also had a lot of room. So 2 things. Had room, had parking space. And they were desperate enough to take me as a tenant.
See, that's the third part. That's the most important. They were desperate. We so need you.
Yeah, but they didn't act like it. You know, I mean, only later do you really.
Well, they played their cards just right.
They did.
They bluffed a good bluff.
They did.
Yeah. Well, you could rent it or not.
Yeah. And it also was not 2 arms and 1 leg.
Oh my gosh. That is important.
Several of the other places around here were like in approximation, like 3-4 times the rate, maybe 4 or 5 times the foot rate that I was getting at my current spot.
Right.
And I mean, it was just insanely out-ratioed. This other place is a lot more manageable.
Yeah.
And it will be a lot more easy to work with for this reason. It's sort of, let's think of a rectangle box.
Yes.
A third of it's going to be the store.
The store.
The store. And the back 2/3 will be the storage.
The storage. The storage.
And that works out phenomenal because this space right here is from that, like Dr. Pepper sign when you come here, over to about yay so over there.
Yeah.
Well, to that rack, I bet, pretty much. That's pretty much going to be one wall over there at the new location. And that one wall, I'll be able to fit all of the things that I have on this wall over here, and I will be able to take all the things that are not really big movers and switch them out for things that are more convenient and more bigger movers. And so the whole clutter in the middle will be gone. And hopefully the wall of film will have a new wall that is a lot grander. So
well, yeah, I don't know that that's going to be the initial first thing, but I think the wall itself is
it
is
will
going to be
definitely
grander.
the wall itself will be built to where I have everything that I have now that's on the floor up there.
It's definitely going to be worthy of the word Great Wall of Film.
It will be
capital T.
The Great Wall of Film at that point. And I am so looking forward to that bit. And then, like I said, there will be a lot less clutter. And because there's a lot less clutter, that means I will be able to do a lot more things at that location that I have no room to do here.
Yeah.
And then everything else will be in the back 2/3 in the storage. And as I go through those things and whittle it down, I will be bringing it out. And whenever I'm looking through the stuff as I'm packing it up, I'm going, oh, that's going to be so neat. That's going to be so nice. And as I told you before, I have kind of always deep in the back of my mind, and somebody goes, you have a mind? Yes, I do.
Every now and then I say that. I wonder that out
I didn't
loud.
say that. I didn't say that was you, but just there's people out there
there are a few.
that give the bad comments. That I knew that something like this was one day going to happen, and I kind of in my mind had a group of things to which I wanted to kind of hold on to. And then when I got to the new place, present it and sell it at the new location.
Because it would fit. It would look good.
It would fit. It would be more becoming the new image that I would want to present. And there's going to be some fun things that come out at the new location. So
I think it's going to be pretty happening place.
Not going away. Not.
No.
What was that word they said? Going out of business? Not going out of business.
It's more than one word, but all right.
Yeah. What was that sentence? What
was that phrase?
So stop. If you hear the rumor,
it is not happening.
It's not happening. Just
I've
tell them.
Seen the new place.
That's not true.
I think it's going to be a happening, cool place. I think a lot of people are going to like what he's going to do.
He's with his own eyes. He said.
I have seen an empty place, and I've seen the potential, and I think people are going to come in there. If you've seen this place as is, and you're going to see the new place, you're probably going to be asking yourself,
"Where did all the junk go? Where did all the cool stuff?
Is this the same place?" And yes, it is.
Yes,
it's going to be that cool, and people are going to be very happy and excited to see it.
Now I've already had one person approach me and says, "Hey, can we do this over there?" And I go, "Yes." And I've talked to somebody else. I say, "Hey, let's do this over at the new location," and they go, "Yep, we can do that." So we already got this and that lined up.
Well, I know you had discussed. Did you lay any more plans on a first Saturday event or something like that?
Yeah. Well, the first week I do want to have sales, and I'm thinking about this. It's like
right.
One of the things I'm doing is just packing things up, get it over there, and then
which is 99% of the hard work.
Yes, that will be that. Let's just say all the money I saved from not having a gym fee is going to be blown on this.
Yeah, you're probably going to lose some little moving weight there.
I will lose some moving weight with that, and that's fine. That's fine. I need to.
You're going to have to carb load that week.
Yeah.
Or that month.
That month, which also brings me to the reason that whenever I was talking about I had it all planned out, I at one point had it planned out to where I would use 3 months to kind of move everything over, and then that way just close a few days and get the meat of the stuff over.
Right.
we'll see what happens, because I will get as much stuff over as I can. But during the end of April, I may have to shut down for a week or so. Yeah.
I mean, yeah. But
So
that's not
come
going.
get-
That's technically not going out of business.
No,
that's
no,
just
no.
not being open.
Yeah, it's not being open. That's moving. That's where that
it
term
might
moving.
be unavoidable.
It might be
It's just-
unavoidable, because I was hoping to get so much stuff over there in like over a prolonged period of time. Now, where am I in this stage of things? I have submitted my application. No, I've paid the first month and the deposit.
You've shelled out some money.
I've shelled out some money. I have also, during that time, I have applied for my certificate of occupation. And Occupancy. Well,
We know what your occupation is.
Yeah, I occupy. Yes, I've supplied.
Hashtag Occupy Dons.
Occupy Dons.
You just bring your tent.
Bring your tent. Set it up outside in the parking lot. There's going to be lots of parking at this new location, so I do
Lots of parking. So there won't be any
with that.
trouble parking at the new
No,
place. This
no.
is great.
No, and there is a little. Well, I won't even. That may give the place away. I won't
No,
say.
not yet.
Don't want to
because
give the place
He's not going to
away.
give away the address this time. That is coming, guys.
That's coming. So I will have, may have to just keep in touch, but also come in and buy. And I thought, instead of having a big going to a new location sale here,
Big moving sale.
a moving sale, I figured I'll just pack it over there and have come and see us,
A big opening sale.
a big come and see us sale.
Yeah.
And that would be a lot more fun than a moving.
Right, because there's a nice covered sidewalk and all that kind of good stuff,
Yeah.
and maybe if you had some tables to throw out there with bunches of things.
That's not.
Is that outside the lease?
Yeah, that's the lease. The
I
lease.
see. I haven't even been there, and I've already violated the lease.
Oh my goodness! Oh, we're gonna have trouble with this one here. And,
Come
yeah,
on, you can get permission, right?
but I will tell you this is this is like what I kind of hope is that as I clear out the storage area more,
Yeah.
that's going to leave you've seen the area. It's going to leave.
Yeah, he's got
decent-
2 large rooms, obviously a big back room, which
Yeah,
you
and the
can,
front.
which could be room for.
Maybe throw some tables up and have a little camera swap there. This will be a year away.
Or you were talking about
Classes.
events or classes or
different
different things.
I will do classes and events up in the front part.
Depends on how much you can whittle down the inventory to make room back there.
Right. But there's things that we can do up front before we get to that stage. Demonstrations, how-tos, things like that can be done up in the front area.
Right.
And it is, there's enough room to do things like that. And I would love to do something.
So, just to be clear,
fun.
not going out
of
of business.
business.
All right.
If
He's
anybody says
not
that,
going
tell
out of
them
business.
no, he's not.
I know there are some of you watching this video right now thinking, gosh, I wish you would just go out of business so we can end this video. No, that's not happening.
Nope.
The video is going to keep going.
And those that hit the dislike buttons and give us bad reviews, nope, sorry.
So, all right, great. Not going out of business. New stores coming up. And
Yeah.
guaranteed it's going to be at least May 1st. It's going to happen, guys.
Well, yeah, one way or the other.
One way or the other, it has to happen.
There's no doubt about that.
So you got a couple of new things.
Yes.
A couple. Now,
Yeah,
first of all, of course I saw the Ilford and I didn't read it. What the Ilford 24 count? How did this happen?
Well, I've actually been over the past few months having people say, "Do you have any 24 exposure rolls of film?" No.
Do you have any?
I have some out of date stuff, but that's not what they're talking
Yeah,
about.
every now and then you get 24s and you by accident, and
Yeah.
not that
Oh, yeah.
you pressed the wrong button, not that they sent them back.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, I got to get rid of these real quick.
And it was the XP2,
Yeah.
one of my favorites, and people loved it.
Yeah.
But they don't come in and buy it anymore. I mean, they love it, but
Yeah.
it's not enough to make it part of. That's still good film. One of my favorite XP2.
Yeah.
But I did went ahead and pick up some 400 HP5 24 exposure rolls.
I mean, people were actually asking for 24
Yes.
exposures.
Yeah, I got 10 rolls in, and one guy bought all of it. So he said, "Hey, I will buy this. This is my prime thing I shoot." And I said, "Okay." I got 60 rolls of it right now. 60.
All right, 24 exposures
24
in
exposure
the
rolls.
house. I
In the
see
house.
1, 2,
60
3, 4,
rolls.
5, 6.
60 rolls.
6. What's a 10-pack again? It's not
Sleeve.
6 sleeves.
We're calling it a sleeve.
6 sleeves right there, ready to go, ready
Yeah.
to walk out the door.
The other thing that I got in that it's a restock
A restock.
is Ilford kit. The process. No, oh yeah. Sure. Wow.
Now wait a second. I get to slap my knee on that one because I brought one over here for him to show.
Yeah, Ilford
The
Film
Ilford
Processing
Patterson
Starter
Kit. Yes.
This right here is a list of everything that's in here. Yeah, we've done
one of our most popular videos actually is this video, and we didn't even open the box.
I know, but it would have been more popular had we opened the box.
It would have been even more popular.
It would have gone through the roof had we done that.
Right.
And we did do it, but we didn't have it under that name. Which
we showed the things that were in the box because you actually had all the pieces.
Yeah,
It's more expensive to buy all the pieces separately than it is to get this box.
Now I got 6 of these things in here now.
Okay.
So this is.
Ooh, buy one of these.
Yeah.
And a sleeve of the 24 count at the same time.
Yeah. There you go.
There's no discounted price, but you can do that.
Yeah,
right?
absolutely. Whoa.
Oh, that's not going to stay.
No, it's not.
There you go.
Makes me wonder how I had it in the beginning. All right, now.
But now wait a second. You don't have any of them, but you also have the Ilford Patterson darkroom kits. I mean, those sold pretty quickly.
Yeah,
you only got a couple of those. You still have those?
Still have those.
All right, so I
got
still
one.
see. Is it one or is it two? Two. The darkroom starter kit. So it comes with the trays and the chemicals and all that kind of good stuff. So guys, those are great too.
It actually comes with full things of chemistry, not the one-shot use chemistry. So yes, that is. I still have those, and these things will have a more prominent display at the new location. And I will keep that in stock.
I think that's what I'm really looking forward to the new location.
Yeah.
He's going to have the opportunity to actually display stuff. People will be able to come into the new location and browse.
And look.
And not have to, because there won't be things in boxes. There'll be displays, a stack of Kodak cases, a stack of Holgas, a stack of kits.
Oh, yeah. Holga Week is going to be
browsing.
Fun. Holga Week's going to be a blast this year. And then, if you keep up with the social media things, you saw what came back.
Yeah, Kodak Chemistries?
Kodak Chemistries.
Kodak Chemistries. I'm looking at them right now. Yes, I saw you had the powder. I see you have the liquids.
Xtol. I have HC110 and Stop Bath. So those 3 things. Now, I bought like 6 cases of Photo Flow. I got 6 from whenever it was.
Flow for fly fishing.
Whenever, yes, I wanted the fly fisher people to have that for their tying of knots and making flies. Mm-hmm. And
it's the extra slipperiness that they needed.
Well, it helps it gunk up a little bit or something. Whatever it does, perfect whatever it is for. But Stop Bath, HC110, and Xtol I have. Now I will be expanding that as time goes on, and when we get to the new location, I will have pretty much all of that.
He's going to have an explosion of new stuff as soon as his bank account catches up.
Oh my God, yes.
I don't mean to set him off.
Don't.
That will set him off.
I bite my tongue.
Any other new stuff?
Yes, actually.
Oh, he's going off script, guys. He can't think about it.
I don't remember.
So as I was setting up here, I mean, gosh, just sitting around. What I caught my eye about this is obviously a Nikon FM2, and I was clicking through it. I think it works. I don't know if you consider it work. I love the FM2s, great cameras, but actually what caught my eye was the black and yellow strap here. Black and yellow strap. I mean, this is definitely old school, and it's very eye-catching. Oh yeah,
it doesn't say Nikon on it.
Though. Well, no, but it kind of does because of the colors.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Guys, this was just sitting around. I thought it was pretty cool.
Man, this morning I found a.
This is kind of like going up to the Badlands, and after it rains, dinosaur bones are appearing. That's what's happening with Don's right now. So if you were to come in during the moving time, you might be surprised what you see has been uncovered.
You were here. There was a guy that came in and he bought a Rebel.
Yeah, he bought an Agassi.
An Agassi.
An Agassi. An Andre Agassi. You guys look it up.
Canon A2. It wasn't a Rebel. It was the A2.
Well, it wasn't a
Rebel.
And
I just found that this morning as I was packing things back here into boxes. I found that, and Dad cleaned it up, and we put batteries in it, and it fires away. And it works.
Fire it up.
Sold it. Boom. It's just like, got it, cleaned it up, tested it, checked it out, and sold it. That's how fast. If I had 30 cameras here that worked,
if you have a cabinet full of cameras, you would have an empty cabinet
in just a few weeks.
Yes.
I mean, it's just That's why I am so excited about Pentax coming out with their new stuff. And even though it's half frame, I'm still excited. But you know, did you see that lomography, the 110 that camera that's coming out?
The Alfie, whatever.
I think so. It's just a 110 camera.
Oh, no, 110. Yes, I saw the 110.
You know how much they were selling that for?
How much for a 110 camera? Let me guess, because I don't know the price.
Yeah.
I'm gonna guess 120.
125.
120. Ooh, I was close.
You were.
Price is right game here, guys.
Yes,
Even go over.
Yes, that's right.
$125 for a 110 camera.
A 110 camera.
What does a 110 shoot? About 20 shots?
I believe so. Around. Yeah, not a whole lot.
And they're tiny.
And they're tiny.
They're
tiny. They're.
But
well,
yes,
I won't show you which finger size, but
but yeah, it definitely is. It's like a little pop out to it. I mean, it looks like a little Minox camera. I mean, it's got a very cool retro vibe to it.
Oh, it does. It does. And the pictures are surprisingly good. You can get a 4x5 out of that fairly well.
Yeah. I was reading some, actually, so far there's some really great reviews on the soon-to-be Rolly 35 autofocus. People are actually getting pretty excited about that one too right now.
Yeah, I did see. I didn't read any of the reviews.
Well, I don't know that they're reviews, but there are people who are starting to read the specs on it.
Yeah,
and
it's full frame.
They're getting pretty excited about it. So.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. This is the breakout year.
So film cameras making a comeback.
Yeah.
And you not going out of business.
And me not going out of business.
All very important.
Yes, very important.
All super exciting, right?
Oh, I'm thrilled.
All right, so yeah, before we get to viewer mail.
Yeah, oh gosh. Yeah.
Before we get to viewer mail, you know how much I love viewer mail.
Me too.
But there's nothing I love more than a little good gossip, and especially when it comes to photography gossip.
Oh, okay.
And
who's going out of business?
Nobody's going out of business. No, not that I know. Well, actually, maybe there are going out of business, and the business is called the royal family.
Oh, yeah.
So apparently, Princess Kate, as I call her, Kate, because I am American. So she sent out a Mother's Day photo. Now, first of all, she had surgery in January. It was mysterious as to why she was having surgery. Abdominal surgery is all they said. And then she hasn't been seen for a little while. And they're all worried and up in arms about her. It's like, hey, calm down, people, calm down. So she very nicely sends out this lovely Mother's Day photo of her and her 3 children. And supposedly it was digital photo taken by Prince William, okay? Well, not the rumor is, but she has already fessed up that she did a little photoshopping to it. And it's like, and I'm sure what she did was they used a phone to take this picture, and they probably did one of those head swap things. It's like, okay, Princess Charlotte's smiling over here, Princess Nana said this. Probably pick and choose the best faces and put it together. And they sent it out to and it went out to the media, and the media took one look at it and said, no, this is fake. This is fake. It's fake. It's photoshopped. It's horrible. And not only have they done that, mind you, this is digital photography.
Yeah.
This is a film show we're guiding.
Yes, yes.
This is digital photography.
So
not only have they done that, they have started looking back at other pictures. So there's another picture of Queen Elizabeth with all of her grandchildren. They're taking a closer look at that one, saying, oh, no, this one's fake too. You know what would have solved this entire thing?
Film.
If she just shot it on film.
Film.
Because then you could have said, here's the picture.
Here's the negative.
Here's the negative. You can't disprove me. It is real. But, you know, it's just...
Whenever you go digital, it's the dark path.
Well, I Photoshop, I would say, I use Photoshop to adjust all my photos. I remove dust because scanning always involves dust. Obviously, I'm going to crop it. I'm going to adjust the colors.
But you're not swapping things
But
out.
I rarely am I doing anything radical to a photo. I'm certainly not swapping faces around or anything like that. No extra hands and no dresses and hair that doesn't match anymore. None of that stuff is happening. I'm just, as I always say for Holga Week, light editing. No more than light editing. If you're doing more than light editing, you are disqualified. So that's just no bueno.
No bueno.
So
with digital, with film.
You know, listen, she fancies herself a photographer. I believe she took the Queen's position as the head of the Royal Photography Society or something like that. I could be wrong on that one. Don't quote me. And so great. I'm glad she loves photography. What would be great is as after all this debacle, I would love for her to be seen walking around with the Queen's M6 and actually taking film for a little while and
taking film pictures.
That would be the bite me to the world. It's like I'll show you guys photoshopping film.
Yeah.
Let's try and mess with this one.
That is exactly right. Film.
So we're ready for
save the megapixels.
Save the megapixels. Are we ready for a little bit of viewer mail?
I am. I'm braced.
Viewer mail. Guys, I love viewer mail. Had a great time with viewer mail last time. Oh, by the way, don't forget the Eclipse, guys.
Yeah. A total eclipse of the heart.
No. We have no royalties for that.
Oh.
I don't want to be sued.
Yeah.
All right, so this first one is from F9. Now, mind you, I only give first names. F9, you could always go look these up.
Yeah.
You all rock, and you have a friend in Canada.
All right.
Space critter of IG.
Rock and roll.
Smiley face with sunglasses.
All right.
So thank you very much, F9. Appreciate it very much.
Yep.
And this one's from a Todd. Film for Rania is doing very well. Whoa, wait a second. That's you. Mm-hmm. You can't be leaving messages on your...
That's reminders. It's reminders.
You just wanted me to read this at the viewer mail section.
I liked your response too. Thanks for watching.
See, I always do that. So I always leave a comment, and you always leave a comment.
Yeah.
And I always give the same response. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching.
Because the YouTube algorithm loves more comments, right?
Man alive, it does, and also the likes too.
That too.
Oh, we had tons of likes.
All right, this one is from FJ. Mm-hmm. The algorithm of Bob and Brad brought me here. Smiley face.
Yeah.
I don't know who Bob and Brad are, but I think I'm going to have to go look them up and/or thank them for Bob and Brad.
Yeah, thanks, Bob.
Which one of us is Bob and which one's Brad?
I'm wondering which one's. Well, anyway, there's another.
There's another one.
This is one I'm
along the
about.
same. I'll get to that one.
Yeah.
And this one is from AI, not artificial intelligence, but just AI.
Okay.
YouTube just recommended your video.
Ah.
As I should be flying into Dallas from England in April.
Yep.
It's a top recommendation. I know where to get film, exclamation point. Well, AI, we look forward to seeing you here in the store. And depending on when that is, it could be the new store.
It could be.
It could be,
right?
Well,
you said April. Oh, hopefully we're open.
Oh, yeah, hopefully that week is open. You have to come hunt you down.
Yeah.
All right, this one is from John. John, just found your channel. Well, YouTube algorithm found your channel. Getting back into film, shooting 400 speed for now, doing landscapes. Just bought a Nikon F100 and loving it. Yes, I do love the Nikon F100. Yeah. It's a great camera. It's a great bargain camera for autofocus. Love it. Yeah. I am disappointed in Pentax half-frame camera. Anyways, there are a few of Nikon, there's lots of Nikon glass I can use on the F100. Yes, there is. Both manual focus and autofocus. Yeah. Lots of great autofocus lenses out there. Absolutely. And you probably have a few laying around.
Yeah. In boxes now, but yeah.
This one is from Burnt.
Burnt.
Like I said, I'm only giving first names. Burnt. Yet another legendary episode from Dallas's own Mutt and Jeff. Yeah. I'm thinking I get to be Mutt because he said Holga and Todd.
Yeah, well, if you use that logic. I remember Mutt and Jeff, but I don't remember.
I don't know Mutt and Jeff.
I remember that. I've seen them, and I've watched it, but I can't remember exactly the routine. What happened. Once I see it,
we might have to Google it. We might have to look at YouTube. Mutt and Jeff.
Mutt and Jeff. Yeah,
this episode had twists and turns, but the world already knows the worst kept secret. Oh wait, I have to hit the read more. In film, is that Don's photo is the best place out there for your film needs. Camera stuff and witty banter. It gets no better. You know, we were having fun with one of the last customer of the day there. I think we gave her a 10-minute spiel, and then Todd finally goes, "Oh, and you want film?" I mean, she was having a good time just hanging out.
Oh,
right?
Absolutely, yeah.
As we say, just like Floyd's barbershop, right?
That's exactly it.
All right, and of course, we already said this one the last time. That was from Tucson. I agree. Film is definitely a fad, right up there with indoor plumbing. So.
That's true.
We might have read that one before, but it was funny anyway.
It was.
Never cut funny.
Nope. Nope.
That's the entire theme to this
Let's
show.
see. Now, I would think that Lisa Malahi would probably agree that that indoor plumbing is a fad.
It is, because she doesn't have any. She has no indoor plumbing.
Oh, that's what happens in Paw Paw, West Virginia.
Mm-hmm. He just loves saying Paw Paw,
I
West Virginia.
do. It's just awesome. But I can't wait to get to the new place, because then hopefully we can have her drop by.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
Wouldn't that be exciting?
It would
Guys,
be.
we're going to wrap this up.
Yeah.
So as usual, please do share, like, subscribe.
Yep, go tell it on the mountain.
Tell a
man.
friend.
Tell it on
two
the
friends.
rooftop. Shout it from the hilltops.
Tell Mama Holga to watch our videos. And I think that's it, guys. That's it for us, right?
Yeah.
So you, me, Dad, barbecue, right?
Oh, wow.
Barbecue. Guys, we're out of here. Barbecue.
Barbecue.
So
You said the magic word.
I said
Food.
BBQ.
You said food.
Where did we agree on? Sunny's,
Sunny's.
or
No, we go
Spring
Sunny's.
Creek,
No,
or
Sunny. Or
not that
Lockhart.
expensive place.
No, not the one you panned.
Cheap barbecue's better.